Hey, yo. Hey, what's up? Hey, everybody. I'm getting ready to start this thing and hey, Erica. I see you. Hey, Miss Erica. Thanks for joining in. I'm about to crank this thing up in just a second. All right. How y'all doing tonight? Let me just share this with a couple pages and I'll be ready. There you go. Hello. Hey. Hey, Auntie Evelyn. Hey, my auntie. I'm talking about the Cowboys tonight, Auntie Evelyn. So unless you just want to be entertained by my foolishness, then so be it. I'm about to get started in less than a minute. I'm getting set up on my Podbean account, which is my primary home. I just do Periscope and Facebook here to do that, but I have to make sure that Podbean, where I'm paying every month, and also this restream here, make sure everything's intact when I start. And I will be getting ready to do it in a couple of seconds. How y'all doing? Y'all cooking? Y'all getting ready? I see you, Auntie Evelyn. You're not a Cowboy fan, though, Auntie Evelyn. You're not a Cowboy fan, and I know that. I've known you all my life. I know you're not a Cowboy fan. I think you just glad they won because of me. Here we go. Here we go. The Big Time Show. Woo! Welcome, 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 everybody to the Big Time Show. Welcome to the Big Time Show. I am Douglas Brooks Jr. And once again, we are here at the Big Time Show. I'd like to thank everybody for this opportunity to join me real quick tonight here on Podbean, and to everyone that is watching me on Facebook Live and everyone that is watching me on Periscope, and those that may be listening to the replay at any time. Thank you for just taking a little time out just to come hang with me, just to hear some of the things that I have to say about the Big Time Show and our topic for the evening. I want to give credit to Alec Winters. That was the music that you just heard. My lead-in music. Alec Winters is a young man that's in Boston, Massachusetts. He's in Berkeley School of Music there, and he has allowed me to use his music for the show. I thank him so much for that. If you want to hear some more of his material, you can go to Alec Wint, AlecWint on Instagram, or search out on Instagram the Chord Academy. That's all you have to do, and just follow his music. You hear smooth stuff like that. Listen, if you're on Podbean right now, you can become a follower of, a patron of the show. All you have to do is push that red reward button that you see there. And from that, you just follow those simple instructions if you want to, and you can become a member or a patron of the Big Time Show. You take out something monthly, $3, $5, whatever you want to do, and you will be able to become a contributor of the show. If you're on Periscope right now, like Miss Erica is now, all you have to do is hit those hearts that you see there. Give me some hearts. And if you like the show or just to support me, just give me a few hearts there. If you're on Facebook, if you want to contribute to the show at all, you can do it by Cash App, which is simply $ the Big Time Show. It's real simple. Do I need to type that in for y'all? I don't think I need to do that, but just in case, because you just never know how the Lord will bless. He's in the blessing business, and I believe that. I preach that. I believe it all in my heart. You just never know what it is. So there it is there. All you have to do is, if you want to contribute in on that, all you have to do is just push in the Big Time Show, and there it is. Listen, tonight, you guys already know what I want to talk about. I've let everybody else talk. It's my time now. About my Cowboys who showed up and played a real good game on Sunday as they defeated the Minnesota Vikings on a Sunday afternoon. I got to admit to you, we done lost so much, I almost forgot what it felt like to win. We ain't won a game in a month. But the guys who have shown some improvement over the last probably 3 weeks, you can see the improvement showing up, and finally it paid off. Most people did not pick the Dallas Cowboys to win on Sunday. As you come in, I can't see who it is that's coming in. Go ahead and say hello to me so I can recognize you. I see my auntie is on here. Miss Erica's on here. If you're here, just so I can say hello to you, and I appreciate it, and we'll keep moving. Hope you stay with me tonight. I was shocked. There's no sense in me lying about it. I was shocked because of the way that we were playing, and Minnesota was hot. Dalvin Cook, their running back, was rolling pretty good, and he was dominant, actually. I was shocked. The young rookie, Jefferson, their wide receiver, Kirk Cousins, of course. Hey, man, what's up, Tavis? I see you, man. What's going on? I appreciate you stopping in. I was shocked. There's no sense in me lying about it. I knew that the defense, you could see them coming alive. You can see that. You can see it happening. But you just didn't know how they would really function on the road. But, in today's game, road games really aren't road games because there are no fans there. My auntie just asked me, where was Jerry Jones Sunday? He was there at the game. There was a shot that was in the game that him and his wife were in the press box up there. So he was present there on Sunday. My partner, Eddie Woods, I sent you something. I got my phone on Do Not Disturb. So, Eddie, whatever it is, I know it's something foolish. So I ain't even got to look at my phone. I just know you. See, when you've been friends for over 30 some odd years, you already know how people going, what they sending. So one of my best friends in the whole world, Eddie Woods, is down there. I already know he sent something crazy. So I ain't even gonna look. I'll look at it after the show, Eddie. But I was shocked that the Cowboys. I just didn't. I was not shocked because of the defense. I was shocked because of how well the offense played. I was shocked. I didn't think that we would go and score 31 points. I mean, that's really just as simple to me. I did not think that this team, as it was constructed, would not score, would score, 31 points. I didn't see how that was going to happen. I didn't think that we had the kind of quarterback, the way that Ezekiel Elliott and most importantly, the offensive line had been playing so far and the struggles that we've had. There was just no way you could have told me that the Cowboys would score 31 points. I wouldn't believe it. But we did. We scored 31 points. The defense played well enough to hold on. When you have a defense that is not dominant, you have to be opportunistic in your play. And the Cowboys on Sunday were opportunistic in ways that we'll talk about. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll talk about during the show. So let me just start and break it down, then I'll let you get out of your way. Let's go defense first. Can we go defense first? The defense, which is the last in the league, the reason why they're last in the league is because of the way that they played overall this year. They were horrible. They were horrible. They was giving up 30 points a game, 400 to 500 yards every game. We couldn't stop the run. We couldn't stop the pass. We couldn't do nothing. Personnel changes, cut changes have happened. You're letting guys play now that were not even thought about, for a chance to play at the beginning of the year. And these guys are in now, and these guys are producing. That is the bottom line. The defense will not be the last ranked defense in the league in the next few weeks because when you play the kind of defense that they have played in the last 3 weeks, your stats are going to obviously go up. So the Cowboys are not going to have these defense. If you look at the stats now, they're probably right at last in some areas, and then if not, they're in the top 20 or bottom 20, the lower 20s in defensive stats. That's going to change because the last 3 weeks, these guys have been putting hats on people. They've been hitting folks. You got the proper people in, and don't think it's by coincidence that the Cowboys are playing well because of luck or something. It's not that. It's because that scheme wise they had the guys to play. They had all pros, but they were in the wrong scheme. And now that they're back to where they can fit. Hey Kevin, I see you, man. Because they are have the right scheme now, you're seeing better results. We're still not good on the back end in the secondary. Guys are still getting beat easily. It is what it is. It is what it is. I see you, Kevin. My Cowboy brother is here. Hey, on Podbean. Hey, Bumblebee Tuna. I see you. welcome to the show. You can put your comments in if you like. I'll be able to see you. Appreciate you jumping in. My Cowboy brother said, may the best team win this dreadful division. And my friend Eddie Wood says, shaking my head to playoff seed. Whoever gets to 6 wins will first win this division, the worst division in NFL history. I'll get it all in a second, what both of y'all just said. But the defense, in my opinion, from what I've seen in the last 3 weeks, and because of there's some small additions, well, they're not small additions. There are some big additions that have happened on the defense that's going to elevate the defense to where they are now. They're playing much, much better. Randy Gregory put into this defense is a difference maker. I think he had 4 pressures last week. I mean, causing all kind of havoc in the backfield. It just couldn't almost, in some instances, he's almost unblockable. He's gonna get the quarterback off his set position where he wants to throw the ball because he's gonna make him run because he's gonna be there. Randy Gregory, and because of Gregory like that, DeMarcus Lawrence, as much as I talked about him at the beginning of the year, DeMarcus Lawrence has stepped up big time. I can't say nothing bad about him right now. He is causing all kind of havoc. He's already a crazy, a beast in his own right. My brother Kevin just said that Gregory is a beast, no question. That guy put into a lineup makes a difference. Thank you, Kevin. I see you, and I'm coming right to that. As you can see, Kevin is already just a step ahead of me as I was getting ready to go there. The addition of Donovan Wilson put into the lineup finally is a difference maker. We saw that Sunday. He was the cause for 2 turnovers. He took the ball from Kirk Cousins on a sack. Then he also, because he hit Dalvin Cook across the middle, jarred the ball loose. We got the ball. Those are the opportunistic type plays that you have to have when your defense is not dominant. You got to have spotty type plays where the defense can cause a turnover, even though they're giving up yards. We all knew that Dalvin Cook was going to be able to run. He still got over his 100 yards in the game, but it was not gigantically impactful. That was just a volume type yards, just giving the ball enough time, he eventually get over 100 yards. He had a couple bust out little screenplay and all that, but overall, Kirk Cousins had to throw the ball. They gave us, and even though Kirk Cousins was hot Sunday, we couldn't really stop him. But you had to make opportunistic plays. And that's the kind of players we had. Gregory is an opportunistic type player. Donovan Wilson is a opportunistic type player. He's a killer. We done fell. The Cowboys have fallen into solving a problem that we've been looking for. And Donovan Wilson is only going to get better. He's going to be a problem in this league. So if you're playing individual fantasy football, man, I suggest to you now, you better go get Donovan Wilson and put him on your team because he's going to score you a lot of points in fantasy football. The dude is a problem. So we had a good defensive game plan. The additions, well, the putting in Antoine Woods and Gallimore on the line has made a big difference also. So the defense is, even although they still are giving up a lot of yards, the cornerbacks are still giving up big plays. You can see the improvement slowly but surely, and I think that's only going to get better. I think that the way it's going to go is when we first started off the year, the offense was way up here and the defense was way down here. I believe that's going to switch. I believe the defense is going to be up here and the offense was just going to have to be kind of middle ground. I was shocked, however, that we played so well offensively. I got to admit to you, I was shocked. I didn't see this. I didn't see it. Number one was I don't believe in our quarterback. Not to that degree. I'm not saying he's not the best quarterback on the roster. I believe Andy Dalton is the best quarterback that's left on this roster. But there's not a real gap there, in my opinion. Not a huge gap. Well, I ain't gonna say that. He's better, way better than Gilbert, just off experience and all that. So I'm not even gonna take that from Dalton. Dalton is, right now. All we need him to do is be a game manager. We don't need him to be a Pro Bowler. We don't need him to be an All Pro. We need to have him have Pro Bowl moments. You see what I'm saying? We need him to have All Pro moments. We don't need him to be an All Pro the whole game. That's not him. And he did have some Pro Bowl type moments on Sunday. He made some real clutch throws. There was a big 4th down play that he gave to Amari Cooper. He made the great throw to CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee Lamb actually made the play for the touchdown in the end zone. He did the game-winning touchdown to Dalton Schultz. Was really just reading the defense, made the right read, made the right throw, big-time touchdown. I was shocked. But we always want to give credit to the quarterback, and then if we're not giving it to him, we want to give it to Zeke Elliott. Well, finally, the first time in God knows how long. I see you. Kevin, I ain't disregarding you. I'm coming to your previous comment, and I see you comment when you just put. Just give me a second. I'm coming. Kevin, my partner, man. Me and Kevin kind of think the same way. We're in a group on Facebook. We pretty much Cowboy family, and he and I kind of almost see the Cowboys the same way. We're called realistic Cowboy fans. We're not called optimistic Cowboy fans. We're not scared to say, "Hey, we sorry." That is how we are. We don't say when you 3-7. We don't say we're going to the Super Bowl. That's not how I'm built. So those are called optimistic Cowboy fans. See, in the Cowboy family, we all together. But you got different version Cowboy fans. You got the optimistic Cowboy fans. Then you have the realistic Cowboy fans. Me and Kevin are realistic Cowboy fans. And he done gave some few points here that I'm going to tag in on in just a second. Ezekiel Elliott. He finally got 100 yards. It's been dang near the whole year almost here. I'm glad he got it. I can't fully blame it on him. I can't because you can't run without an offensive line. It's just the truth. So he finally showed up. No doubt about it. Tony Pollard, who Cowboy fans have been begging for to get him the football. A whole lot more than he's getting. He got it. He produced. I was impressed with both of them because we needed them. That was the only way we're going to win. Kellen Moore finally made a commitment to run the football. They carried the ball over 30 times. That's what you have to do. When you have a quarterback that's not dominant, when you have a quarterback that's, a game manager type quarterback, you have to run the ball. I was happy to see that he didn't try all this reverse gadgets and all that kind of crazy play calls at the wrong time. He finally called a pretty good game on Sunday. So I got to give Kellen Moore credit. I've killed him all year. This week, I got to give him credit. He called a pretty good game. No question about that. However, the receivers finally showed up. I mean, we had that. No doubt about it, Kevin. My brother Kevin said run the ball and makes the life easy for the quarterback. No question. And he did, and they did that. But however, what I've been seeing with Cowboy fans, and if you turn on your sports shows on TV, all the credit is going to, they'll show the catch that Lamb made, and they'll say that Dalton did this, and they'll show the runs, Ezekiel Elliott, the little runs he did. My game ball goes to the offensive line and Cowboy management. We ain't talking about them. Do you understand that Cam Irvin played left tackle? He was down. I didn't see no problem with Cam playing left tackle. I didn't see no pen. I mean, he blocked well. I watched the game twice. I'm rewinding, watching just him, just to see how he played. Flat out, had a great game. Cam Irvin, our left tackle, played a great game. Connor Williams, as much heat as he take, that wasn't no problem. No problems Sunday. Joe Looney, who many argue should just, a lot of people wanted Tyler to start. A lot of people still like Looney at center. Looney showed us why he deserves to be a center somewhere in this league. He was dominant. The big game ball, however, goes to Connor McGovern. Man, look. I look. He's been hurt since he's been with us, and he's finally healthy, and he finally got his chance. And he was, listen to me. If you don't believe me, watch the game. Connor McGovern was dominant. That's what I'm talking about. Minnesota has caused problems for everybody leading up to this game. On the defensive line, Connor McGovern was dominant on Sunday. Let me say this. Zach Martin, oh my goodness. Zach Martin proved that when you have conversations about who is the best offensive lineman in football, you cannot have that conversation if you're not talking about Zach Martin. I ain't saying he's the best. I'm saying that you cannot have that conversation about who's the best and not have him talked about in that conversation. Zach Martin got out of his regular position, went and played right tackle, and was dominant like he is at guard. If you know anything about Zach Martin played right tackle at Notre Dame. Everybody says that actually Zach Martin should be playing tackle anyway. So basically what I'm saying is, if they played like that, and I'm telling you, I think that Andy Dalton, I had to look. I'm sorry I didn't look up the stats when I came here. I should have. I apologize for that. But he didn't get hit. He didn't get hit. I remember one play he got touched. He didn't get hit much at all. He was clean most of the game. I'm talking about clean. And when we talking about running the ball, the reason why Ezekiel Elliott finally got loose and where Pollard was running it, because there were holes. It's really that simple. I see you, Kevin. McGovern blocked for Saquon at Penn State. McGovern was dominant. Everybody talking about the skill position. I'm telling you now, the reason why we look good Sunday is because the offensive line looked their best. I see you, Bumblebee. Y'all can't see this on Facebook and Periscope, but I'm on Podbean, and Bumblebee Tuna said it'll be a good test for the O-line against that Washington front defense. No question about it, Bumblebee. No question. Kevin says O-line looked very good. They found the bench. Still, you ain't lying. Still don't need to play unless somebody get hurt. Still got destroyed. Kudos to Zach Martin because Zach, it's hard to go from guard to tackle. And when you start talking about guard, the first thing you start thinking about is, does this man have the quickness to play right tackle? Even though he's played before, he's played in Notre Dame, but he hadn't played it in the league. And let's just be honest, guys are much faster at the right, in the NFL than they are in college. But Zach Martin looked like this ain't nothing new. This is what I do. It looked like Zach Martin said, "Hey, put me anywhere. I'm gonna get the job done." And Bumblebee just said Martin is our best lineman. There's no question about that. Zach Martin is one of the best offensive linemen, period, in the entire NFL. He proved that Sunday to me. He solidified his Pro Bowl status last Sunday. He was flat out done. McGovern, though, man, look, we expect that from Zach Martin, but Connor McGovern, my goodness, man. If y'all still got the game on tape, or if you got all 22 footage, please just watch Connor McGovern. We know what Zach Martin is all about. We know that. Just like Kevin just said, Zach Martin is a future Hall of Famer. No, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. We know about Zach. That's expected. But I did not expect Connor McGovern to have his first start at the right guard position and be flat out dominant. You say, Bumblebee say he got a mini helmet signed by McGovern. You might want to keep that, Bumblebee, because look, McGovern may have just see when you got guys, and I understand. Look, I don't want to. Hey, Kevin Phipps said the Cowboys win the NFCs with a 6 or 7 win season. I'm gonna get to those little comments in a minute. My brother Kevin just did it too. I'm coming to that in a second. I'm just going through the little, I'm breaking the game down real quick, at least from my view. I got to see. I know it's one game. I realize that. I'm talking about McGovern now. I want to see, of course, obviously I need to see a little bit more. But for your first game and going against a good defense, Minnesota Vikings are a good defense now, no question about that. And McGovern was flat out dominant. Run blocking, pass blocking, the whole 9 yards. I was really impressed by, if anybody, I was really impressed by Connor McGovern. And when you have, if I see this again, then we need to start talking about something that, I think we need to start looking at something. For instance, I'll put it like this. If Lyle Collins comes back, which he will, Lyle Collins will go back to right tackle. He can play guard also. Let's throw that in. But let's just assume Lyle Collins comes back. He goes to right tackle. Let's just play hypothetical. Let's play like Tyron Smith is going to retire. Let's just play like he's going to retire. As well as Zach Martin just played. I'm serious. I just said that, Kevin. I wish you would have came in a little earlier. That's who my game ball went to, was Connor McGovern. So everybody talking about Ezekiel and Dalton and CeeDee Lamb, the kids. Man, the game was won in the trenches, which is mostly where every game is won. And I'm giving credit to where the credit's supposed to be at. The credit's supposed to be to that offensive line Sunday. They were flat out. They played well Sunday. And there's a couple guys that were dominant. McGovern was dominant. Zach Martin was dominant. And there was no trouble at all. Whoever was over there was blocked. No pass rush, no stunts. There was nothing. Nothing on that right side. Nothing. It wasn't nothing being done. And Williams and Cam Irvin played well on the left side. When they needed yards running, they went to the right side. That's where Tony Pollard busted out. Let me go back to that. If Tyron Smith retired, can Zach Martin play left tackle? I mean, I'm not saying he can. I'm just Bumblebee Tuna. Hear me out on that real quick. Kevin, if you still here, not Kevin Carr, Kevin Phipps, you here too. You ain't no Cowboy fan, Phipps. You're a Dolphin fan, but can Zach Martin, I'm saying if Tyron Smith retires, and we talking about all these left tackles in the draft and all that kind of stuff, I got a question. If Lyle Collins come back, McGovern can stay at right guard if he does well. Tyler will be back next year. Connor Williams ain't going nowhere. Can Zach Martin play left tackle? Because you see, if Zach Martin can play left tackle, now I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying he can, but I'm not saying he can't either. But if he can, that's a pretty good offensive line. You got your two anchors, Collins and Zach Martin at left tackle, Collins at right tackle. If McGovern is what I'm thinking that he can be, that right guard, thank you, Bumblebee. I said, you think he can too? Kevin Phipps said, yes, he can. Okay. Y'all seeing what I'm saying? Bumblebee said, I'm sure Martin can play center as well. I don't think we're going to need him as center, though, but if I'm not mistaken, didn't he do a little bit of that? I don't know if he did that in Notre Dame. I don't think he did. I think he did guard and tackle in Notre Dame. But if Zach Martin can play left tackle, if Smith retires, okay, and Collins come back at right tackle, and McGovern do what I'm thinking he can, that's right guard, Connor Williams at left guard, and Tyler at center. That's a pretty good offensive line. Now, I know everybody kind of looking toward the draft, but I'm wondering. I'm serious. I'm wondering because I saw some things out of Zach Martin that I didn't know. See, when you're playing guard, you just running straight ahead, and if you pass blocking, you just backing up and you usually run into, you kind of create a little wall between the center, the right guard, and left guard, so that take care of the inside. But at tackle, you got to show quickness for the pass rushers that's coming. And I didn't know Zach Martin was that quick at this particular time. I didn't know he was that quick. He's quick. I'm talking about he can shuffle. He can move his feet. And if he gets his hands on you, it's a done deal. You're not going nowhere. So that's my question really for that. I believe that he can. I know he can play right tackle. I saw that with my own eyes. My question is, can he play left tackle? Usually at left tackle, that's protecting the blind side. At left tackle, most of the time, that's where your best pass rusher is going to come from. Sometime. I just think, I'm just putting it out there. I think if Zach Martin can play left tackle, man, look, we got a line coming in the next year. Now, Andy Dalton, hey, as far as I'm concerned, long as he's playing game manager, I'm good. I don't need Andy Dalton to be Aaron Rodgers. I don't need that. I need Andy Dalton to hand the ball off. That's all. I need him to do that. And if you're running good, play action gonna be open. Every now and then you're gonna have to make one or two throws that's gonna require him to get the job done. He did it Sunday. All right. I like what I saw. I give it that. All right. So there's offense and defense. Now, let me go to this and I'll let y'all Bumblebee had said, I'm sure Martin can play center as well. I think I already kind of hit that. Bumblebee said earlier, a good test will be the Washington front this week. Kevin said, we're going to find out now. I agree 100%. Because as good as the Vikings defense is, they are not as good up front like Washington is. Washington has I believe 4 first rounders on their defensive line. And the last time we played them, they wrecked our game up. And of course, it wasn't the same line that we have on Sunday. This line that we have now I think is going to be ready to play. We're going to find out how good McGovern is. We're going to find out. I ain't worried about Zach Martin. If Chris Young gets over there, whatever his name is, he's going to get destroyed by Zach Martin. Now, I'm just going to put that on record right now. I don't care how quick he is. Zach Martin is the truth. The question is, who's going to hold Kerrigan on the other side? I don't know if Cam Irvin can do it. We're going to find out. Montez Sweat on the inside can Connor Williams do well? We're going to find out. They have a tremendous test. Kevin Phipps already going on record said the Cowboys will win by 9. Kevin Phipps, you must see the improvement, like I'm saying, with the Cowboys. If the line plays like get some consistency from the line like this, we are going to win a few more games. And as both Eddie Wood said earlier, 6 or 7 wins will win the division. Look, in a normal year, I would already be getting ready for the draft with a 3-7 record. I would already be scouting. I've been scouting. I've been looking at scout magazines, and I'm already looking. However, because of the rest of the division, you have to kind of split it. You can get ready for the draft, but because everybody's losing in the division, and you win one game, just like last week, we was last in the division with 2-7. You win one game, and now you tied for first. So I'm not excited at all about a 3-7 record. 3-7 says you're not good. That. See, this is where the optimistic Cowboy fans get upset, and the realistic Cowboy fans just tell it like it is. 3-7, the last time I checked. 3-7 is not good. I mean, hey, are we improving? Yes, I see it. Yes, we're improving. It's you can't even deny that. You can't deny it. We are improving. I see it. I see it defensively. I saw it offensively. Definitely saw it on the offensive line. Without a doubt, I saw it. Gilbert started this stuff. We played well against the Steelers. We just didn't finish it. We played well against the Steelers. We just about could have won it. We just didn't finish it. Kevin Phillips says, I would predict the Cowboys will play the Buccaneers in the first round of the playoffs. Well, one thing about it, I ain't going to predict that, but one thing about it, whoever wins this division is going to have a home playoff game. That's just the bottom line. And when you come in the playoffs, as they've always said, anything can happen. And as I've always said, teams get real hot all of a sudden in November and December. teams, get into a nice little rhythm and they get hot. And because of the division being the way that it is, it affords a team in the division to get somewhat hot. And the way I look at the season divided into two parts, before the bye and after the bye. Cowboys are now 1-1 after the bye. That's the way I'm looking at it. And I believe that if they can get control of that defensive front against Washington, we'll win. That'll be 2 in a row. And if they win Thursday, in a couple of days for Thanksgiving Day, I'm quite sure that will get them. They'll be at the top of the division alone in first place until maybe Sunday. If the Giants pull off a win or Philadelphia pull off a win. Philadelphia, I already looked at their schedule. I said they weren't going to win a game in the whole month. They're already doing what I expect them to do. If you look at their schedule, it don't favor well for them. I don't see them winning a game in a whole month. And that gives another team time to catch up. The Giants, I don't think you can trust them. They're playing good, better too. Their defense is in the top 12, I think, in defensive stats. The Giants are. So their defense is formidable. Washington, with Alex Smith back there, who has a ton of experience. Antonio Gibson from Memphis is a problem. I wanted him so bad with the Cowboys because I knew what he was going to do. Gibson is a problem. If you have him on your fantasy football team, you know what I'm talking about. He's a stat board stuffer. He makes stats. He's a problem. So if we play with the same intensity that we have for Dalvin Cook, I believe we're going to be all right. So all you people that's on here going to watch this later on, I'm not bragging on the Cowboys, but it is what it is. 6 or 7 wins probably is going to win you this division. And a 6-11 team or 7-9 team are going to be called the NFC East Division Champions. It's going to happen. Somebody going to get the 6 or 7 wins, and that's going to be it. And they're going to go to the playoffs. And if you make the playoffs, I done seen it happen too many times. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So I'm not excited at all. I'm just glad that the Cowboys, they are relevant only because the division is like it is. But that ain't our fault. That ain't nobody else won. That's not the Cowboys' fault because the Giants and Washington and Philadelphia ain't winning. That's not our fault. They allowing us to stay in it. Hey, we're going to win it. There was people and Kevin, my brother, Kevin Carr on here, when I was with him, I was saying, okay, right now we got a top 5 pick. A lot of Cowboy fans were saying that. A lot of Cowboy fans will go ahead and say, just forget the season, just it's over with. Unfortunately, because of the way that the division is playing, we can't help it. I mean, we in it by default, and because it's by default, you will forget a top 5 pick, even with a 6-11 record. Let's just say if they go, 6-10. If they go 6-10 and win the division, they're going to look, even with a bad record like that, because they'll be division champions, they're going to end up picking with that if they win the division championship right at 17 or 18 in the draft. Because they won the division. They made the playoffs, even with that bad record. So we're not going to get that top 5 pick. We're not. It's not going to happen. We're going to end up. We are going to end up possibly winning this division by default because nobody else ain't going to win. And let the chip fall where it may. I mean, that's the way I see it. I don't see. I mean, it is what it is. I'm cheering for them, but it's hard for me to cheer because they'll let me down so much. But I can actually see this team getting better. I can. I can see this team getting much, much better easily. So I don't know how y'all feel about it. That's my take on it. We're getting better. You can see it on the field. You can see it on the field. We are getting better easily. I don't know. I don't know if we win Washington game. And see, the other thing about it is it's small things, y'all. I've been watching game too long, played the game, and everything else. It's something about confidence. I'm serious, y'all. It's something about confidence. When your team start gaining confidence, they are dangerous. And we have too many good players on this team not to be dangerous. It's just as simple. We got too many good players on this team. We're not the Jets. You know what I'm saying? We're not the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're not there. We got all pros on this team. We got Pro Bowl players on this team. So all they need is just some confidence to be who they really are. We got Pro Bowlers. I mean, I'm serious. We got Pro Bowlers on this team. We got a potential Rookie of the Year. I don't think he's gonna win it, but we got a potential Rookie of the Year in Lamb. We got a Pro Bowl wide receiver in Cooper. We got an All-Pro lineman in Zach Martin. We got an All-Pro linebacker at one time in Vanderest. We got a Pro Bowl linebacker in Jalen Smith. We got an All-Pro defensive end in DeMarcus Lawrence. I mean, we got some players on this team. We do. We got some players. And all they need is just a little confidence and look out. That's the only thing I'm saying. Are we better than the Saints? No. Are we better than the Buccaneers? No. Are we better than Green Bay? No. Whoever. Are we better than Seattle and Arizona and the Rams? No. We're not. But I do know one thing. Anything can happen. There you go, Bumblebee, one game at a time. I agree. Bumblebee Tuna said one game at a time. And that game is this Thursday against Washington. And I believe these guys, because they got confidence. They got confidence even though they lost now. You got to go the steps back. If you had a quarterback, they would have beat Philadelphia 4 weeks ago. They would have beat Philadelphia if they would have had a quarterback. Ben DiNucci wasn't going to get it done. You could see that the confidence was gained in the Pittsburgh game. The confidence started then. The unity started then. You can start seeing them start to gel together. The reward was Sunday against Minnesota. If they played anywhere, because there's three consistent games. That's the way I see it. The defense played well 3 straight games, except the cornerbacks on the back end. But 3 straight games, I seen the defense play respectable. Offensively, when Gilbert played, you can see the offense starting to make the turn. Yeah, I see you, man. I see you, Bumblebee. We scored off turnovers. And Bumblebee Tuna, we really didn't make any turnovers against Minnesota. That's another one. You know, you don't turn the football over, you got a chance. We didn't turn it over. We didn't really turn the ball. We didn't turn the ball over. Not them catastrophic turnovers that we've been having. So the way I'm looking at it is, we've had 3 consistent games, and I can see them climbing, elevating every game. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing it. So I'm saying that these guys are going to be ready to play Thursday. And despite their coach going down, the strength and positioning coach going down, they didn't practice today. Most of you have heard about the tragedy. I believe it said at 7:30 in the morning, strength and conditioning coach went down. There's a lot of people with different things they're saying. There's some folks say the Cowboys described it as a medical emergency. You know, we don't know what it is. At first, folks were trying to be out in front of the story. Some folks were saying the man was dead. Then we found out he ain't dead. Then some folks say he had a stroke. Everybody just need to be quiet. It just, I mean, let the doctors tell you he dead first, okay? And if the doctors say he dead, don't put that family through, that about their loved one going through all that kind. We don't know what's going on. All we know is somebody picked him up from the facility at 7:30 this morning. The man is in the hospital. Well, everybody just needs to send their prayers to him. The team did not practice today. Please don't get alarmed by it. They just played Sunday. They weren't going to do no physical stuff anyway. They got to wait. It won't be too much physical stuff this week in the first place because they got to play Thursday. So really, it's all about virtual beating. Get your conditioning in, do all that kind of. There won't be no hidden. Maybe a little small walkthrough if they allow back in whatever coming up, but it's just going to be a walkthrough. Plus, you're playing a team that you already know. I mean, we know Washington. They're in the division. Only thing that's different is Alex Smith is playing. But there's so much tape on Alex Smith. We know what Alex Smith is about. Everybody knows that Alex Smith is king of the check down. He really don't throw it down the field. He's a short game, accurate passer. Unfortunately, with his injury, he's obviously not as fast as he once was. So I'm not so quite sure how he can really get out the pocket as well. I'm not saying he can't. He's a savvy quarterback. He'll find a way to do it. But he's not what he once was. The injury obviously took a lot out of him. So it's real simple. Gregory, DeMarcus Lawrence, Gallimore, Woods, Armstrong, all these guys need to get to him. It's really that simple with me. The game, once again, is going to be won in the trenches. The Washington game, as I said the first game, it came down to what I had said before the game. Can our offensive line stop their defensive line? That's the whole thing. And it's vice versa on the other side. Can their offensive line stop our defensive line from getting to Alex Smith? Whoever does that the best is going to win on this Thursday on Thanksgiving. I believe our line can do it now. Based off just a little one guy, I saw it. McGovern, I'm telling y'all, y'all, we gave too much credit to the skill players. I'm telling you, if you got an all 22, or if you have, or you ain't really got to do that. If you just take the game, rewind and watch Connor McGovern. And I ain't talking about he played well. He was dominant. That's what I'm talking about. Look, it's a difference between playing well and being dominant. Connor McGovern was dominant Sunday. I expect that out of Zach Martin. I wasn't expecting that out of Connor McGovern. He was done. It almost made me wonder, why in the world did the coaching staff not see this? You know what I'm saying? It took an injury to see this. And let me throw this in, and I'm going to let you go. Let me tell you another reason why they're playing well. It's because you got some guys that's playing now who are hungry. You know what I'm saying? When you have guys that are barely getting on the field and they get that opportunity to play, there is a joy that comes with that. Like, mama, I made it. I'm here. Donovan Wilson, who everybody, if you're a real Cowboy fan and been paying attention the last year or so, we have been begging for Donovan Wilson to play because we know he's a playmaker. And he proved us right. We have been begging for Wilson to play. He is hungry to play. He don't want to lose his job, so he's going to give it all he got. Connor McGovern, who was an All-American at Penn State. All-American at Penn State. Finally gets his chance to play, and he played like he was one of the best offensive linemen in college football when he came out. He was hungry to play. These guys, Cam Irvin, who just want to get on the field, played well. In other words, you got to put some guys that's going to come with some intensity. Yeah, Kevin Phillips. Some of these guys they don't want to go back to the practice squad. Some of these guys want to stay on the field. Some of these guys want to at least move up the depth chart. They don't want to get on the field because of injury. They want to get on the field because they're saying, look, I'm fine. I'm glad y'all gave me this opportunity. I'm telling y'all, I'm not coming off this field no more. That's the kind of players I want on the field. I want some dogs on the field. And Donovan Wilson is a dog. Let me see Connor McGovern this week, and I'm going to give him a new nickname if he does what I think he's going to do. Some of these guys, yes, sir, Bumblebee Tuna, Wilson is a dog. Some of us been knowing it. Some of us have been knowing it. If you saw the preseason game from last year, he had a dang near 3, 4, 5 turnovers. Easy, 5 turnovers. Come on, man. He's a playmaker. He was like that at Texas A&M. I'm serious. And Bumblebee, you're absolutely right. Diggs and Wilson would out of click. Yeah, no question. When Diggs come back, I'm serious. Donovan Wilson is going to be your star. I don't think he's coming out the lineup no more. Coach McCarthy is giving his stamp of approval. He said he's a stud. That's what he said earlier this week. He's not coming out the lineup. You get Diggs back there. Look, we doing something. Diggs and Wilson. Oh yeah, I like that. I like it. We have got to let some of these Antoine Woods, who was a starter last year, you benched him for Dontari Poe, and you brought in Gerald McCoy, who didn't play this year, who was hurt, and you put Woods back on the bench. As soon as Woods got back out there, Woods was a dog. He's hungry. He don't want to go back to the bench. Gallimore, a rookie. You know how hard it is for rookies to get on the field? You give him a chance, he ready to show out. He hungry. Dog. Put the right people on the field, and you're going to see some results. These guys want to, that's Kevin Carter. Look, that's why I'm saying, we got to kind of look at this thing because they don't look by injury and by default. They have fallen into a position where they actually had the people who were supposed to be on the field in the first place. They're on the field now. And I'm seeing the results, Kevin. I'm seeing the results. Poe, Worry, and Griffin were trash. Woods can stay on the bench, he said. Well, Bumblebee, I like, you talking about Xavier Woods. Oh, yeah, Xavier Woods. That's where the draft and free agents are going to come into play. I don't like Woods no more. Woods will hit you, but he can't cover. Yeah, Woods will hit you now. Woods will bring some wood to you, but covering, he's horrible. He's horrible. And they say to position, you can't be horrible in coverage. You just can't. You got to know where you're supposed to be at. You got to be in position to make plays. Woods ain't done that all year. So I don't like that. But Woods will hit you. He will light you up. He will do that. But we got the right people on the field right now, and you see the results. Kevin said earlier, I'm at least praying for the 12th pick in the draft. Kevin, I'm sorry, man. It ain't going to happen, though. Now that this team win the division, it ain't going to happen. It's just not. Because if they win, we already know. That's at least what? On the teams that make the playoffs at the bottom part of the draft. So that's at least 18, maybe, if they make the playoffs. That's at least 18, 17 or 18 or something like that. So I just can't see 12. I don't really want to say that, Kevin, because with Philadelphia and their schedule, I don't see them. I see the Cowboys winning. If we're playing most out of it, the Baltimore game ain't as much of a blowout now that everybody thinks it's going to be. I ain't saying we're going to beat them. I'm just saying that Baltimore ain't playing so well now. You know the story. If you bottle up Lamar, you can beat them easily. I'm just saying. That game ain't such a blowout like we thought it was going to be. Baltimore not playing well. They're not. And then we got the rest of the division. Look, I'm not optimistic. I'm just saying because of the way the division is playing, is almost like leaving us by default a chance to win this thing. And I can actually see this happen. If we win Thursday, I'm telling you, things about to pick up. I'm serious. I'm serious. Because we play in our division. I mean, when you look at our schedule, look at the rest of it, it's something else that we can see. Look, I appreciate you guys for hanging with me. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to hang with you. I'm about to get ready to get out of here and enjoy the rest of the night. I'll be with you guys on Saturday. And I'll see you. The Cowboys will win the rest of this division game. Kevin, I think that a lot of people starting to lean that way, Kevin Phipps. I believe that a lot of people starting to lean that way. Bumblebee Tuna, appreciate you for joining in. I see another person that joined. It's AWT and so many numbers there that I can't see, but thank you so much for hanging with me. Let me see. Who else? Somebody else joined. Thank you, guys on Podbean for joining in. Thank you on Periscope for joining in. Thank you on Facebook Live for joining in with me. Thank you, Kevin Phillips. Hey, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. Be safe, y'all. Be safe. Be safe. Thanksgiving, this will be a Thanksgiving like we've never seen before. This season here is different because we're making choices about our own family members coming to a lot of our houses. That's how bad this coronavirus has done it. In actuality, a lot of people saying that people are gaining the coronavirus through people that they know, not strangers. It's from people that they know, and unfortunately, a lot of that is with family members. So please be careful. Protect yourself, protect your families. Have a good Thanksgiving. I'll see you guys Saturday. I'm out of here. But before we leave, y'all know. Oh, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in to the one and only. Y'all know what show this is. We don't hold nothing back. We say what need to be said. Thank y'all for joining in at the big time. Show. Woo! We'll see you on next time. See you Saturday. The Big Time Show. Yeah.